with some more great tips. Halloween is coming up on us, and one of our favorite traditions here is to do pumpkin carving. Some of us, it brings us joy. Some of us, it brings us dread, because when we're thinking about pumpkin carving, we're thinking about the mess and all the mishaps that we've had. Well, luckily for you, I'm going to share 5 tips that's going to make your life easier this season. The first tip is think outside the box, and I want you to turn the pumpkin upside down and cut a hole in the bottom, and then scoop everything out. And when you're ready to light your pumpkin with a candle or with some kind of non-flame light, all you need to do is pick the pumpkin up and put it over the light. Very, very easy. The second tip is to use a metal scooper to scoop all of the pumpkin flesh out. It is a firmer material, and it's definitely way easier than anything else that you might use. Just scoop it out, put it aside, scoop it out, put it aside. The third tip is to use toothpicks. I know you're wondering, toothpicks? So let's say we scoop the stuff out of the pumpkin, but there's some seeds left and we can't seem to get it out with the scooper. We may go in, and some of us might use a knife to take the pumpkin seeds out, and in the process we might slice the pumpkin. And so if you do this, the toothpick can help you to seam those pieces back together, and it's easy to hide. Another bonus is that wherever you have seams in your pumpkin, make sure that you take Vaseline and put it over the seam so it can hold in the moisture, and that way the pumpkin can last longer. The fourth tip is to use cinnamon inside of the pumpkin so that you can deter critters that might come across and try to nibble at it, like squirrels. It is a natural deterrent for animals and critters. The fifth tip is to use a dry erase marker to draw your design, because they're less toxic than those permanent markers, and you can use a paper towel or a rag to wipe off the design and start again if you need to, reducing the frustration that you might have. So using a metal scoop, using a dry erase marker, cutting a hole in the bottom, using a cinnamon, and also using a toothpick when you need to put everything back together. So I hope that this was helpful, and I think if you use these tips, it's definitely going to make your pumpkin carving a treat. In the description, I've included a link that's going to give you some free designs that you can use on your pumpkin. Let me know how your pumpkin came out. I look forward to seeing your photos.